everyone. In this video, we're taking a look at my movie pickups for October. We'll take a look at each and I'll give my thoughts about each. Twisters. This was an October release. I was looking forward to seeing this movie in my home theater, so I waited for this. This is the Walmart exclusive steelbook. I had it on pre-order, and on release day, I got a notice that it was delayed. I didn't know exactly what that meant. Were they behind in shipping and it would take a few extra days, or was it back ordered and it may or may not ship at all? Fortunately, I found it at my local Walmart, canceled my online order, and just picked it up at the store. One copy on the shelf. So very fortunate there. I wanted the steelbook because I have the steelbook for Twister and I want it both together neatly on the shelf. I'm a huge fan of 1996's Twister. It's a great ride from start to finish. Unfortunately, I did not like Twisters. I didn't find it interesting or fun. I don't mind a cheesy movie. I don't even mind a turn your brain off kind of movie every now and then. Just be interesting, be fun, and it wasn't there for me. Audio was fantastic, however. It has a Dolby Atmos audio mix, lots of output. The surrounds and overheads are regularly active. Good sound separation. My only issue with audio was that I wanted deeper bass. I did not feel a lot of the LFE like I did with Twister. Plenty of decent rumble, but not a lot of those big, powerful punches to the body that I expected to feel. Otherwise, excellent audio, video quality just as good. Unfortunately, like I said, story-wise, just not for me. The Wolfman, another October release. For a while now, I've maintained a list of movies I'd like to see on 4K Blu-ray, and 2010's The Wolfman was on that list because I really enjoyed it and wanted to have it, but wanted it on 4K Blu-ray. I'm not into horror, but I like creature movies, vampire movies, and werewolf movies, and this is one of my favorite werewolf movies. So when I saw this announced, it was an immediate pickup. Nothing special about the video quality. It's okay. It's not as sharp as I would expect for a 4K. There's definitely a cooler, duller visual tone, clearly purposeful. It's set in a 19th century English village. Lots of dark scenes as well. Same deal. Blacks were okay. Not good, not bad, just okay. Audio is very good. The fullness of the score and the atmosphere from the surrounds and overheads were the main highlights from the Dolby Atmos audio mix. I could hear the airiness, the echoes, and little sounds all over inside the main character's family home. There's a train scene that stood out. I could hear all the background sounds I would expect to hear from the passenger quarters of a train. There are scenes set in the English countryside. I could hear all those natural sounds all over. They were clear and defined and separated. And being a horror movie, those little creepy sounds from the surrounds add to the vibe of the movie. The movie itself is a good ride. The story progressed well. The build-up and the tension and how it all developed, very entertaining. Mobile Suit Gundam Cucuruz Doan's Island. This released in September of this year, but I waited to get this on sale in October. My first exposure to Gundam was back in the early 2000s when Gundam Wing released on Cartoon Network. There was story and substance that drew me in and kept me watching, and I started watching some of the various series and movies. I haven't seen everything. This franchise started in 1979 and is still releasing movies and shows. In fact, they've released something almost every year since 1979. Cucuruz Doan's Island originally released in 2022 in Japan. This is the official US release. It's a standard Blu-ray, Dolby True HD 5.1 in both English and Japanese. It also has English subtitles. I don't know much about this particular story other than it's based at some point very early in the Universal Century timeline. I did see the trailer and a few clips, not enough to spoil, but enough to get me to pick this up. RoboDoc. This is my third attempt at picking this up from two different companies because every time it delivered, it arrived in rough shape. This was as good as it got. This is a 4+ hour documentary about the making of 1987's RoboCop. It should be one of the most comprehensive documentaries made about this movie. It's split across 4 episodes. I saw some of the first episode before I picked this up. Very much enjoyed it. I didn't want to chase this around streaming services to see it, assuming it remained available to stream somewhere, so I decided to pick it up. I could easily watch it whenever I want. I'm very much interested in all the behind the scenes, the stories, and the experiences of all the people involved in this movie. The Last of Us. I'm a huge zombie movie and show fan. This show is about this fungal outbreak that turns people into zombie-like creatures. It's based on a very popular video game, which I have not played, but I have seen this entire series and really enjoyed it. So I plan to watch it again, and when I do, I want to enjoy it in the best format available, which is on a physical 4K Blu-ray disc in Dolby Atmos. Every episode is like a movie, packed full of story and information. There are 9 episodes, well worth the pickup for me. Apollo 13, my wife mentioned wanting to see this movie again, so I picked it up for her. I've seen it a few times throughout the years and liked it. This is based on the real-life Apollo 13 mission that went wrong. It went from being a lunar landing to a fight to get the crew back to the Earth. I remember it being a well-made movie. Looking forward to seeing this in my home theater. It has DTS-X audio. Never seen it in 4K or in a theater or with surround sound, so looking forward to seeing this. The 3-movie collection for The Equalizer. I know very little about this movie series other than it stars Denzel Washington and he's beating up bad guys. I thought I'd give it a try. Picked it up on a pretty decent sale for a 3-movie release. Looking forward to seeing this. Those are my pickups for the month. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and continue to check in on the channel. I post regular videos on a fairly wide variety of home theater related topics. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section below.